Hey YouTube, it's Katrina. Welcome to day 8 of my YouTube orbit. And today I'm going to review this book, Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies by Jane Austen and Seth Grahame-Smith. So in honor of this book, I decided to wear my hair up. You know, it's best to have your hair either short or put away whenever there's a zombie apocalypse. Tight-fitting black clothing so that they can't grab you and, take you to, claw your brains out. And, yeah, that is besides my pants, I'm wearing a necklace, which probably isn't a good idea to wear, but, my best friend, her mom, gave this to me and some best friends of mine at our graduation, so I'm gonna wear it anyways. So yes, this is a New York Times bestseller, and it's hilarious. It opens with this. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a zombie in possession of brains must be in want of more brains. This book really is Pride and Prejudice with zombies injected into the story, so let me just read you a couple of quotes from this book. This is from page 42. I read this book today. It was loaned to me from my best friend Christy from home, and thanks Christy for providing me with the book that I'm reviewing today. This is from page 42. Elizabeth, having rather expected to affront him, was amazed at his gallantry, and Darcy had never been so bewitched by any woman as he was by her. He really believed that were it not for the inferiority of her connections, he should be in some danger of falling in love, and were it not for his considerable skill in the deadly arts, that he should be in danger of being bested by hers, for never had he seen a lady more gifted in the ways of vanquishing the undead. Amazing wording. And then this, from page 117. Her feet, fists, and blade were too swift for the clumsy horde, and they began to retreat. Seeing her chance, Elizabeth sheathed her katana, sprang into the driver's box, and grabbed the reins. The zombies had already begun to regroup as she cracked the coachman's whip, driving the horses forward and carrying them down the road at a rather unsafe speed until she was satisfied that the danger had passed. So, Pride, Prejudice, Love, and Zombies, and, action. Yes, she carries around a katana sword. She was trained in China, and actually all of her sisters and her were trained in China to fight the undead, who are very prevalent in England. I think one criticism I have of this book is that, in consideration that Pride and Prejudice is a book that's very attractive read for young girls, and thus I would kind of assume that this would be the book that they would go to immediately following it, just as a laugh. I mean, if you can get past this cover, yeah, I saw it in the bookstore, and I literally gasped. My criticism, going back, is that there's some adult jokes in here that are a little bit subtle, but you might catch them if you're reading them. Let me give you a picture. The caption for this picture, which is on page 150, is, "One of her kicks found its mark, and Darcy was sent into the mantelpiece with such force as to shatter its edge." And this is the picture. That's Elizabeth kicking, and that is Darcy, and if you could see, there's a piece of the mantelpiece missing. He bashed his head again instead. And I did find one tiny grammatical mistake, or not grammatical, actually spelling. The sentence was, "As the gardener led them along the river, stopping to point out the occasional koi pond," and if you, a koi are this amazing, beautiful colored fish, and it's spelled K-O-I. This is not spelled K-O-I, it's spelled C-O-I, like koi. Can you see it? Probably. Maybe it's right there. Koi pond. Koi pond. Yeah, it's funny. But I actually really enjoyed it. The interesting part is I've read Pride and Prejudice a while ago, and it's an amazing classic, but sometimes it's just the words are lost on me, at least, and I just find myself having to read over paragraphs, and this happened in the same book. But then again, it is Jane Austen's words in here, You will, I am sure, be incapable of triumphing in your better judgment at my expense when I confess myself to... It's Jane Austen's book with zombies in it. I know that it's funny. And this is the biographies of the authors. Jane Austen is the author of Sense and Sensibility, Persuasion, Mansfield Park, and other masterpieces of English literature. Seth Grahame-Smith once took a class in English literature. He lives in Los Angeles. Well, great job, Seth, at bringing to life, this book. So, go get it. I mean, if you can handle there's a few gruesome scenes in there with, it's zombies. They eat brains. It can be a little graphic in the, how it's written. So, if you can handle that, it's not very often, I would say read it. But read Pride and Prejudice first. That's the rule, okay? Alright. Well, have a good night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.